From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Well, hello and welcome. Thanks for getting your pot on. I don't know what happened there.
That sounds like a weekend.
Thanks for telling a friend. That's what we say here on the pirate ship. Spreading the word a little at a time. Danny always gets a little off camera on me. There we go. We'll get Danny back on camera. There he is. He's got his Yankee hat. But the big thing is, look at this clean face, baby face guy right here.
I was shaving with my Manscaped last night. I got down. At one point, I had nothing but a Hitler. I'm like, yeah, that's not a good look.
How, was it hard to shave?
A fatler.
No, I actually took the guard out and went down to whatever the guardless is, and it just cranked it right off.
Right off. Yeah.
You ever thought about a Fu Manchu?
Looks good.
I was gonna. One year I went with the Hulk Hogan, the around and down.
You know
like a day or two.
You know something, brother? The NHL playoffs may be over. My summer is just starting.
I didn't realize how much hair there was there. It hit the towel, and it was like a big freaking pile.
Wow. Well, and so this is all because the Rangers were your team, and they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to go to the Stanley Cup playoffs.
But hey,
or Stanley Cup
Rangers
finals.
are out, so that means the Amerks may have a new coach coming.
Oh,
We're rumoring that Michael Pekka might be the new Amerks coach.
really?
We'll say it on Billified first.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, I got a feeling. Me and my buddy were talking about it last
Be
night.
the new Ammer coach.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be doing Tops commercials again.
Seth Appert went up. When he came up, he went up to the Sabres with Lindy.
Yeah, he's going to be the assistant.
So
Okay.
the Amerks haven't filled their spot, and my buddy was targeting either Pekka or there's a guy in one of the junior leagues in Saginaw maybe or Moose Jaw, one of the two.
Medicine Hat,
Could be coming. That could possibly be the guy.
Saskatchewan,
Saskatchewan,
Nova Scotia.
That's wow. All right. Well, that's kind of interesting. A little
So
bit.
we'll put that out there.
Hockey news.
Billified can be the first to announce.
Yes.
Put the rumor out there. Michael Pekka.
Michael Pekka.
We
head
did
coach
talk
of
about
the
the
Ammer.
Tops commercials last night.
He and
as
his
well.
wife used to do those Tops commercials with their glasses on.
No, I don't remember this.
Shooting tuna cans around the store.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Everyone was, hey, it's Kristen Pekka. They didn't recognize Michael, even though he's wearing his jersey and his glasses. And my father goes, I think this is just a commercial for lens crafters, to be honest. Because they never,
this
you
had
never
to
see
be
people with their glasses on.
What, back in the 90s?
Yeah, late 90s.
Late
when the
90s?
Sabres were like hot.
Yeah.
Early 2000s. I
Okay,
think. That
early
was when Pekka was
2000s.
around,
Yeah, I don't remember seeing those. Man, it was I got to tell you, Fairport was the place to be. At least Saturday. I know it rained a little bit today.
Pretty
but
hopping Friday when we were out here.
Yeah,
too.
it was pretty hopping Friday, and then Saturday it had I don't know. I don't even know how they estimate these things. The rumor was going to be 250,000 people throughout the weekend. It very well could have been. It seemed like restaurants and bars and all did very well.
Shit ton of people.
Shit ton of people. It was fun. My son came down and we went off and we walked up to Fairport Brewing Company and then all the way down and the D1 training center down there had some challenges for you. You could do the broad jump and stuff. So I guess Jordan had done it and he held the lead for the broad jump. He went back to check and someone had beat him. So now he's a couple beers in, and he does it again, and he's now number one.
Hey!
The broad jump is one where you start flat-footed.
Flat-footed,
leap as far as you
leap
can,
as
right?
far as you can.
Okay.
That is
Do they
exactly
take
right.
your name when you?
Yes.
Where are you, Jim Smith?
Yeah.
Is that your name? Where are you?
So that was that was his big thing, and then we wound up different restaurants and bars around town, ending up obviously at Mulconry's. And
Didn't do any shopping for crafts. He just hit all the bars.
well, it was funny because Jordan's going to
Some antiques.
a girl's
I don't
birthday.
need some wine. I just need wine.
Somebody had his it's like some girl on his track team. They were having a birthday dinner, and he was going to get a ride to the birthday dinner. So he's walking around, and I go, "What did you get?" And he goes, "Oh, I bought this jam." I go, "For what?" He goes, "As the gift." I go, "That's your gift for her birthday? Is a little thing
Jam
of
is
jam?"
my jam.
I go, "Buddy." So then he went around. He goes, "Yeah, I got to get a better gift." So I don't know what he ended up with, but he had gone around shopping. He and one of his other friends were looking for
Adult crocheted booties.
all that stuff. So I don't.
It is Roberts Wesleyan though, so the jam may have been enough.
I guess.
What
I
am I
have no
going to do
idea.
with a gun rack?
It was the weirdest. It was just a strange thing to me. I'm like, jam? What are you doing giving jam?
But maybe he's sensitive and heard her talk about liking some specific kind of jam, and he was trying to jam.
You'd be surprised the value of preserves.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But I realized with myself, and I'll go to a news story here, kind of a sad one, but apparently there was a brawl that broke out in a courtroom. Remember we had...
Was it Manhattan?
We had Jeffrey Rogers on, and he was talking about the Sexy Red's concert, the Sexy Red concert, and the fighting that went on, and all that. Well, they got somebody for the murders of 2 people after the Sexy Red show. Apparently, there was an argument or something at the Sexy Red show, and then the killing happened after later in the night. So that guy was either being arraigned or we can...
Rochester City Court proceedings disrupted by a loud fight after the arraignment of an accused double murderer. Good evening, I'm Stephen Pappas. A courtroom brawl breaking out immediately following the arraignment of 23-year-old Jermaine Williams. 13 Wham's Daniel Finkelstein has more on what we need to know and an update on the case of last month's double murder on Rialto Street. Daniel, good evening.
Good evening, Stephen. We are not able to show you the fight. We are complying with the city court judge's request to not show video of the public or the audience in the courtroom. The judge limiting our camera in the court access to the arraignment proceeding. We can tell you an altercation between at least 4 people in the gallery began just as the defendant was being led out of the courtroom Saturday morning. The brawl lasting for nearly 45 seconds as court deputies rushed to control the fight.
Half a round.
Yeah, it is.
Tells us a deputy used pepper spray on at least 2
You need
people
90
in
seconds.
the courtroom. The sheriff's office says 2 people have been charged with disorderly conduct following the fight. Just moments before.
And then they had to get pepper spray in the whole thing. And you go...
That sucks for everybody.
Well, yeah. It does.
My only takeaway from that entire news piece right there is how do you go on the news with your last name being Finkelstein? You got to fake that up a little bit. You got to fake that up.
I was just short it to Fink.
Finkelstein.
Just Fink.
Or just Steen.
I don't know. That's a good question. But I was thinking, I always think that a lot of times we see these different problems in the city, and it's people can't control their emotions.
No.
Whatever's going on. And then I realized that I cannot control my emotions very well.
A lot of animalizing in the courtroom?
Not fighting so much, but I obviously I was drinking throughout the weekend, and I see a friend of mine, and I say something about his girlfriend, and he goes, I don't know what's going on, and this goes back and forth, and then I see her, and I was a complete asshole. Like, I said something very mean to her, basically, like, you yo this guy around, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, and there were tears, and there was stuff, and it was awful. It was awful. And of course, oblivious until you wake up in the morning and go,
yeah, you replay the night before. What you remember.
What did I do? And so I go, you know what, man? I think I gotta, I say a lot of things on here, and I talk about going for the better feeling thought, and I believe all that stuff.
It's hard to execute, though.
But I think I gotta go. I think I gotta go get some help.
Really?
Yeah, I think I gotta go talk. I think I have some deep-rooted anger issues.
We're
along
here.
the way. No,
we're here. Talk it out.
No, I'm just talking about when I'm seeing this stuff in me, and I go, yeah, man, there's little things that then I just start to sort of fixate on, and it becomes like the be-all, end-all. And then what my thing is always to take everything, lump it all together, get one of those white trash dumpsters, dump it all in there, light a match, throw it over my shoulder.
That's how I roll.
Fuck it, and walk away.
That's how I roll.
And I go, but that's not the way to handle stuff in life. It's just not. And
yeah, you can't go all Reservoir Dogs on it.
No, and I think I ruined a friendship. I ruined a friendship with the person, like that woman. She was a friend, and I totally ruined. I called today, tried to apologize, and the
Baby, I'm sorry.
No, I just said, listen,
It's like the Boys to Men.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
Play end of the road behind it.
But I called the person, and
I just think you're leading this guy on. But I didn't mean that, baby.
I call, and I said, I hear hello, and I thought, okay, good. This is good, because I thought I was going to go to voicemail. I wasn't sure. And I said, I apologize. I wanted to say I'm sorry. And the person said, I wasn't sure who this was because I deleted you from my contacts.
Oh.
And I thought I blocked you, but clearly I didn't.
Oh.
So it just came up the number, and I didn't recognize it. And who knows anybody?
And they answered it?
Who knows anybody's phone number anymore? Well, if it doesn't come
I
up
don't
as-
answer a number
but-
unless I don't recognize
Well,
it.
that's true, but sometimes if it's potential spam, or if you're meeting people out, and
Oh,
you said,
yeah,
you know what I
okay.
mean? It could be any number of things, and it sounded like the person was out because they said to me, I'm with somebody. I don't ever want to speak to you again. This is what they said. I never want to speak to you again. And what you said, absolutely awful. You basically eviscerated a friendship, and I don't even want to talk to you this long. And I said, I understand. I'm sorry. And they said, if I ever reach out again, it'll be very big of me, meaning them, to do.
Wow, okay.
And that was it.
At the end of the call, did you look at the time on the call to see if it lasted longer than that 45-second melee in the courtroom?
Okay, actually, I can look right now. That's a great point.
The upside is that you did, take it to the next level with another relationship this weekend by making out with Peter Mulconry at the upstairs bar. at
55 seconds. Wow. The call was 55 seconds. I think, when does it start? Does it start from the ringing? And I didn't make out with Peter.
The pickup.
I did not make out with Peter. I gave Peter.
I think it's the pickup.
It's from the time they pick up.
It's from the time you pick
All right,
up,
so it was 55 seconds. It went longer than the courtroom brawl. There it is. 55 seconds. There must have
been some brawl. The judge is like, please don't show this on television.
Oh, yeah. Well, they don't want to encourage it. You see people in there, then somebody's looking for that person out on the street, potentially. I mean, you're almost talking about saving lives.
I get you, Tyrone.
And by the way, I did not. And Peter
there
was
may
upset.
have been tongue
No,
involved.
there was no tongue
Were you guys out together?
involved. Yes, Friday night.
We
We
had
want
a
to
new
start
thing
having
starting.
these Friday night meetings, and we
Staff
kept saying,
meetings.
Oh,
staff
wow.
meetings, we'd like to have you join us.
Oh.
But you usually, I wasn't sure if you wanted to or
But
not.
you can always call.
Well, that's
You
true.
can always text.
You haven't
know.
been feeling well, and mine was a last-second decision because we had no children this weekend. So it was a
So
last-second
Friday
decision.
night I wasn't feeling great. Saturday I felt awesome. Then like last night, all of a sudden I hit a freaking wall, and then like today I just basically like laid low.
Was that because Beth beat the shit out of you?
Yes, big time.
You hit the wall?
Big time.
You're not feeling great. So
I'm feeling okay. I'm about 70%.
All right, I just want to make sure.
I'm not contagious.
As long as you like being here, that's all.
Oh yeah, I love being here.
69% ready to go tonight.
I love being here. I think I have the cure for your problem though.
What's that?
You know how I like to take supplements?
Pray.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, prayer too.
Yes.
You know, but I read this, and I've been taking omega-3s, and I got to tell you, I just stumbled upon this article that they believe that if you take 2 omega-3 tablets every day, your behavior actually improves. You're more at peace. You're not as
Doesn't omega-3,
you're not as
doesn't
agitated.
omega-3 trigger brain stuff, though?
That's
that could
omega-
be bad, 'cause
that's
there
o-
could be some more shit back there
That's omega-6,
that might come out. I would go, no.
like fish oil.
Don't supplement.
Omega-3s. Look it up.
I have a really great high-end omega-3 that they were charging me like $175 a month, and I canceled the subscription a while ago, but I still have and they're huge bottles from this company called PRN, and I still have those. Maybe I'll try that. But
Danny, for you, $75 a bottle. No gotcha deal.
But here's
Save you some bucks.
But here's the thing that's so effed up is I like to think I'm normally at peace. I've had people be around me and go, man, you look like, things are going well. You're doing well. But there's something in me. There's certain things that are not lining up, and I get pissed off about.
How many sheets to the wind were you when this took place?
I don't know.
Because, I mean this in all sincerity.
But that's another thing is
this in
no
all sincerity.
excuse. No excuse.
You could have all the philosophy in the world that you want and be at peace, but as soon as alcohol gets involved, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Has this all started coming out since you started taking gummies? Maybe gummies are the problem.
I didn't do any gummies this
Right,
weekend.
but they've triggered something.
No.
Or
I
maybe
don't
he
think
should have
so.
taken the gummies.
No,
and that's what happened.
No, it's me. It's me. It's when
Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
yes. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
I'll let you borrow my shirt.
I think I do things where I don't even know what I'm saying, but I think I do things where I make bad choices. I think I get pissed off, so then I'll drink, right? And I'll be having a great time, and then all of a sudden I will realize that something that would be a minor annoyance in my life, right, all of a sudden becomes a bigger issue. Now I'm pissed about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to focus on it. Now I'm going to be a dick to anybody involved in that situation, and I'm going to be a dick to other people, and I can get really, really nasty, like mean. And maybe that's the drinking. I have no idea.
But you're not a guy who drink. You stick to 2 drinks, Guinness or whiskey, right? You don't mix stuff, do you?
No.
Okay.
Just those two together.
No, but I mean, no.
And I'm not trying to like. No, because I've heard like certain gin makes people angrier.
Yeah.
And all this. I'm just trying to. I'm spitballing here.
I think what it is, honestly, is I think when you're out and about, like watching you Saturday or Friday night, you like to be the guy. You like to tell the stories. You like to get the jokes, the laughs. Sometimes you just keep going and going and going, and that's where you get hurt.
I didn't know I was sitting next to David Spade over here.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Because Kevin sent me a thing. He goes, Kevin and his wife gave me a ride home Friday night.
Only because, not because he was drunk, because there was limited parking out here.
Well, yeah,
he was coming back
still
Saturday. So I said, we'll give you a ride. You could Uber back and save your parking.
There's still limited parking right now.
Yeah. I almost called off the podcast, but I figured they were done at 5, and it would be thinning out, and you guys could park. So
I did send him a message around, and we did drop him off at home, though.
Yeah, he sent me
just
a message.
As a joke.
What did you say?
When I texted you yesterday, I'm like, don't forget we dropped you off.
Yes.
Your car's not out front. It's at the studio.
Yeah, and I said, I know.
I was just busting your balls.
And then you said something like you were billing.
Oh, Bill was billing last night.
Bill was billing last night. I go, what is that? And so he's like, you were being billed. But then we came back.
You were doing crowd work on people.
I guess. I didn't think I was that.
I mean, we were both. We were both roasting the room between the two of us, and Carrie's just sitting there like, these fucking assholes.
Yeah, I felt bad because she just probably thought. But then, certain people showed up and it got a little more jovial and a little more deeper into the Guinness and a little more.
Also, when you go to a bar with Bill, like Mel Connery's, don't let him go to the bar and get drinks, because if you're thirsty, it's going to be 25 minutes minimum.
Okay.
Yeah, because everybody was like,
hey, he gets up there, he orders the drinks, he's shucking and jiving with everybody, doing shots, and then 10 minutes later, he comes walking back. I've already gone downstairs, gotten another beer, drank that.
It's so terrible. It's terrible. It was terrible. But I just noticed that about myself yesterday, so I think I am going to try to find. And I don't, here's what
Do you need a life coach? I know a guy.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. I would.
Dan, you're up.
I would. Do you want to dust off your life coaching stuff?
Yeah, I can help you out.
Do you really?
Yeah, I could help you out.
Well, here's
you might end up on the fucking bridge. Don't let
Dan, where'd you learn this? You all right? I learned it by watching you.
No, but I thought,
There was one time where Billy goes,
go in the canal.
About 2012, Billy goes, hey, let me ask you a question. You've been asking me for advice a lot lately. Do you still see that shrink of yours? I go, yeah. Be honest. Whose advice is better?
I think I did say that to him. I probably did. That's a cocky. See, that's a shithead thing to say. That's an awful thing to say.
What was the answer?
I don't think he'll ever answer it. I don't think he answered it then. I don't know. Did you answer it then?
Yeah, I did answer it then.
You did?
Yeah. And you said, keep seeing that guy though. Oh, does that give you the answer?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling, but here's the thing. There's a lot of things that went on in my life as a young kid, but I don't think they really affect me anymore. But maybe, I don't know. I will say that I have a hard time with the Jameson situation at times. Just that he's so far away.
Oh, did something else happen?
No.
Did I black out?
That I have a really, really hard. He's my youngest kid, and I have a really hard time with that.
I can imagine.
And then sometimes here, you're starting a new venture that it gets a little muddled. So instead of those insecurities, right, rear their ugly head, but I'm going to be a tough guy and I'm not going to let the insecurities in. So I will punch, which has always been my thing. And my thing was always to punch harder. And I don't mean that necessarily physically.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean it verbally. Like verbally, I could be very quick and mean, very quick. And I think I've heard a lot of people on that thing last night. I was like, God damn it. And by the way, none of my business. None of my goddamn business, but I thought I was stepping up and sticking up for a dude.
Yeah, I had a buddy stick up for me once and tore apart my first marriage. So it helped tear apart my first marriage. I'm not joking. I didn't ask him to. He just did it on his own.
I thought he was talking about you.
Oh, no.
I thought he was talking about you.
No. It wasn't you. No.
Oh.
No, you were the confirmation guy.
Yeah. All right. What happened? Did you say?
We were having problems, and it's the first year of the marriage, and it was there was only 1 year of the marriage. So basically, this guy calls her up, and he goes, "Listen, I don't want to go into the details, but basically he goes, you got to give this guy a break, okay? He's doing his best, and you're not helping him, and you have enough resources where you could cut this guy a little bit of slack here, okay?" And she went off to the point where like I had to call in from work that day. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. Yeah. Like threatening to leave and all this. I'm like, this is your house. I mean, if you want to leave your house, go ahead. I mean, but
the better thing to do is like, clearly there's things that are bothering me that had really nothing to do with the situation in the moment.
Yeah, it's all your
other
state.
things, but it's other stuff
ultimately
that has really been really deeply, and I know what it is, deeply bothering me, like deep. And I think that I took all my frustration of that situation out on something that would be similar, and I just blew somebody up.
We all do it.
Nah, I know, but it's a human condition.
Never done it myself.
I bet you haven't. Honest to God, I bet you haven't.
I probably have. I'm like you. I will let it build up, and I'll just throw it on the dumpster and light the match.
It's
too.
fucking terrible.
It's just whoever
it's a bad way.
Whoever
to be.
gets it, and I feel bad.
So,
but the cool thing is that you've realized that.
Well, I realized it.
So now, okay,
well, I might have realized it too late.
I may have realized it 4 or 5 times, to be honest.
Yeah.
With you.
Oh, I may have realized it a lot. I've been thinking about this for a while, but I'm like, you know what? I should probably. I always think that talk therapy keeps you in the situation. Right? I go back to the same shitty feelings. How do I get over this? Why is it this way? And I go, just move on. We leave the past in the past. It's fine. But I'm thinking like there's other things here, and I don't know. Maybe cognitive therapy is something. I don't know. But just a thought, and I just want to say thanks for listening.
You just got to figure out a way.
Just thanks for listening to that.
It sounds,
but it's bad.
It sounds trite, but the state you're in dictates the mood and the tone and the way you'll handle any given situation.
Well, I think that alcohol for me can, especially like shots and stuff, will fan those flames. Fan those flames in a bad way. So, all right, we'll take a moment. Speaking of marriage, somebody got married for the 5th time.
Oh, wow.
5 times. We will get to that next. But first.